We head out and meet the driver, and we're off to the International Hotel. It doesn't take too long to get there. There are barely any cars on the road. Once there, we head to the gift shop to poke around for a t-shirt. Are those books? My eyes wandering notice a book display, and I can't decide resist heading to it. A small section has headers like typical bookstores: fiction, non-fiction, autobiography. Glancing at the titles, they might as well be marked as propaganda. Sunrise Leader: From Poverty to People's Champion. Crushing the Invaders: How Neoclassical Leader Destroyed the American Army. The Amorous Adventures of Liberator Leader. Yeah, let's go for a t-shirt. There's a rack of shirts over there we can look through. I walked over to check out the selection. There isn't much to speak of. Most are plain and not in my size. After a few minutes, I finally find a red t-shirt with 425 and in white on it. It's actually a little big on me, but it's better than wearing a windbreaker. Yeah, one sec. Oh god. I guess this one will work. Very nice. It's an official t-shirt of April 25th. I approve. I purchased it for a relatively reasonable price, I think, and I go change into it, wrapping my jacket around my waist by the sleeves. We then take the elevator to the revolving restaurant. I noticed that for some reason the buttons on the elevator skip from floor to 6. Hey, why does the elevator not have a button for floor 5? Unlucky number, so we skipped over it. That's a new one. I've heard the number 13 being unlucky. I've also heard the number 4 being unlucky, but never 5. I'm not sure, but that's why there's no 5th floor. That's weird. Oh, this is a nice restaurant. When we get to the floor with the revolving restaurants... Why is it revolving? We are immediately led to a table. The menu is fairly extensive, offering a variety of Korean dishes. What would you say I should order here? I recommend the Korean food. No need for sarcasm. Just meant I wanted to know what was good on their menus. The cold buckwheat noodles are good. They come topped with vegetables, pork, and gochujang. The barbecued meats are usually good, but stay away from the dog meat. They eat dog in Korea. What? So that's not a myth, and dog is served in Korea? Meat is meat, be it a cow, dog, or horse. And a person? The sanctions aren't that bad. I think I'll stick to the kimchi and the buckwheat noodles. As you wish. The waiter comes and takes our order. Yoonji must be hungry as she orders barbecue chicken. Hope it's chicken anyway. Before long, our orders arrive and we settle to eat. Oh, hey, CG. My friend is playing Stardew Valley. Get out of here. That's right. Hey. Look at that nice dinner time CG. Art. Beautiful. Tasty. Tasty. How does it taste? Is it good? Thinking about it, I've had far better, but it's certainly plentiful. It sort of makes me feel guilty, though, considering the lack of food I've seen. It's good, though the kimchi you made was far better. You liked my kimchi that much? You flatter me. This CG is so depressingly basic. Like, I've played a lot of visual novels in my day, and for a dinner in a hotel, this is such a basic CG. Like, depressingly basic CG. Like, there's so many more ways they could have done that, or done this in general. Come on. My kimchi can't compare to the 5-star cuisine you're eating now, so please don't say such things. Didn't I tell you to learn how to take a compliment? I'm sorry, I'm just, not used to people complimenting me. Lunch continues as we converse over a few different things. Once you get to know her, Yoonji isn't so hard to talk with, though she still gets bashful as she at compliments. Before long, I noticed that we've stayed into the second game. I think we're missing the second game, Yoonji. Not that I mind, talking here with you is more enjoyable than watching football. Let's head back so we don't miss April 25th's game. Fishing up, we head back to the car and go back to the stadium. We get there just as the second half starts, not that it matters. Pyongyang Sports Club is already up 6-0 and by the time we find our seats again. With such a lopsided score, the refs seem to have swallowed their whistles, and the game goes by faster, with barely any stoppage time. In the end, Pyongyang SC beats Rim Yongsu 9-0. As the teams leave the field, the PA guy gets on the horn with information. Please stay seated. In 10 minutes, we'll have a performance by the #1 Korean idol, Park Ri-byul. Really? They managed to get her on the schedule for this? This is wonderful. Is she that good? I've never heard of her. Her songs are all over True Korea, though we haven't really exposed her music to the West yet. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before she tops your musical video graphic televisions. MVTs. Oh, it's supposed to be MTV. Okay. Or Much Music, maybe. I don't have the heart to tell her how wrong that statement was. Beyond the fact that channel hasn't shown music videos since 1990s, that is. Yeah, it's either Much Music or MTV. Well, I'll look forward to it then. A few minutes later, a makeshift set has been put up and the idol has been brought out. She's cute and decked out in obvious Korean attire, complete with a Glorious Leader t-shirt. The music kicks in and it's definitely rough. The sound quality is like something off an old phonograph. And then when her cue comes, Park Ri-byul starts singing. 99 Soyuz balloons floating in the Korean sky. Another splendid hit penned by the Glorious Leader. This song is basically as old as the guy. I mean, it was a huge hit, in Germany in 1983. Wait, what, did he write it as a baby in German? Oh god, the singer's even wearing the same jacket from the original music video. I don't know why you keep doubting Glorious Leader's songwriting ability. There's no way he'd borrow a song from the West for our idols. Well, she's a pretty singer. I guess they say copying is the biggest form of flattery. Although I wouldn't call this rendition flattering. If they could update the sound equipment, she might sell in the States. I suppose a goodwill tool by her would be good for their world. It might brighten the spirits of others to see the top Korean idol perform. I just nod and smile. I don't think she actually knows the rest of the world has been leaving Korea behind. For decades, it appears, from the look of their pop idol. Park Ri-byul performs 3 more songs, all covers of popular 80s songs before finishing her set. To her credit, she does have the audience eating from the palm of her hand. Although, half these people look hungry enough to eat out of my hand too. Or just eat my hand if Yoonju wasn't here. When she bows, I feel like I hear the crowd cheering in earnest for the first time. Time for the main event then? You said this was a friendly, right? Yep, April 25th is hosting Urchim FC from Mongolia in a friendship game. I don't know the level of competition, but April 25th is a premier rated team, so what's your bet? After my last crushing defeat, maybe we should just enjoy watching this. Fair enough. Looks like the first match of the day was the best of the lot. April 25th is clearly the better team on the field, scoring 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. By halftime, it's 5-1, and April 25th has already sent in substitutions to lessen the damage. Guess this match is pretty much settled. Yes, but I'd like to stay and watch it till the end. I don't get to see many football matches with my work in the military. It's nice to get out, and I've had a nice time with you. Hey, I've had fun too. So sure, let's stay and finish watching the curb stomp. Whoa. The second half seems to fly by as April 25th decimates the Mongolian visitors. Once the score settles at 8-2 for the final, we walk back to the car. It's starting to get dark, and Yoonji yawns as we sit down to go home. Feeling tired? A little. You wouldn't mind if I take a nap, would you? Not at all. A few minutes later, and she's nodded off. A few more minutes later, and she's nuddled her sleeping head on my shoulder. One hand is nice. On one hand, it's nice. On the other hand, she started drooling. A guy could have a worse day. I feel like my eyelids are getting heavy as well. After what feels like no more than a minute, I'm snapped awake as the other driver slams on the brakes. We have arrived here. Home, American pig dog. I nod and gently nudge Yoonji. Hey, Sleeping Beauty, we're back. Thanks for letting me nap. I should be able to get dinner ready together. Sounds like a plan. Well, she sleeps a lot. Third night here, second after being out all day with one of my chaperones, or hostesses. Girlfriends, maybe? They sure seem intent on keeping me to themselves. Are they hoping to keep me here in Korea, or are they hoping I'll sneak them out? Neither seem very likely. Maybe I'm just overthinking this, perhaps grabbing hands, calling outings dates, and falling asleep on foreign men is custom. Yeah, I'm not overthinking things. Speaking of thoughts, I think mine are about to be interrupted. Is our living room floor more comfortable than my bed? Loaded question, but I assume you meant it as an innocent one. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I came to see if you're busy this evening. Seeing as the Pyongyang nightlife involves explaining to soldiers what I'm doing out in the streets at night, without getting killed or arrested, I'd say my agenda is pretty clear. It's not always like this. I'm sure at some point we can go somewhere in the evening. I hope so. Anyway, did you have something in mind for this evening? Well, I was hoping you would help Yoonji with her English tonight. She really needs help as much as possible, and for some reason she doesn't do well under my guidance. I think maybe having a cute American man might help her. I'm not sure what being cute has to do with it, but I'm glad to hear I'm not the ugly American. Well, Yoonji has taken a liking to you. She's never been good with her feelings. Color me 50 shades of not surprised. Wow. When she was 13, a boy who had a crush on Yoonji actually got the nerve to confess to her. She actually liked him as well. So they dated. Well, no, she didn't know how to handle the sudden confession, and she ended up shooting him with a pellet gun. What the fuck? Pellet gun? Why the hell did she have one on her in the first place? I mean, do kids here just carry those close to class? We prefer our students carry 9mm compacts. He confessed to her at the small arms practice range. You sure he was in love and not depressed? Seems like a suicide attempt was made there. Don't be mean. My sister has her faults, but she can be sweet and is certainly not bereft of womanly charms. I suppose that's true. She's cute in her own way. Anyway, I would like you to help her with her English after dinner. I'll have everything you need ready. Fair enough. I did promise to help her after all. Anyway, maybe I'll finally get some respect as her teacher. You probably shouldn't put all your hopes in one basket for that idea. I'm not sure how, but you mixed up two old sayings and actually made a pretty decent new one after that. Beginner's luck? Probably. Still, it was kind of cute. Easy there. You're supposed to be flirting with Yoonji tonight. I thought I was teaching her, not flirting with her. There's a difference? A pretty clear one. Maybe one day you'll understand. This girl's trying to hook me up with her sister so hard. Don't put all your hopes in one basket. So mean. I'll have Yoonji waiting ready after dinner for your tutoring. I just noticed too. I'm surprised I didn't notice this until just now. But they've swapped the length of hair in comparison to Gogo Nippon. So in Gogo Nippon, Makoto's hair was the long one, with Akira being short-haired, even when it was not tied up. Whereas here we've got Ji-young with the short hair, and we have Yoonji with the long hair. Weird swap. She walks to the room she's sharing with Yoonji, but I'm pretty sure I saw her turn back and wink at me. Teaching Yoonji English? This should be interesting. Of course, giving a loaded gun to a gorilla could be interesting too, and at least she'd have a fighting chance at that time. Better take a quick nap before marching into the battle. Thanks for the meal, Yoonji. Again, you've outdone yourself. Best meal I've had in Korea yet. Well, of course, I've been training in the culinary arts, so it's the least I can do. Think nothing of it. Well, she's wearing casual clothes now. Look at you getting all bashful with the American praise. Yoonji's cheeks glow red. It's pretty cute. I may have to praise her more if that's the reaction she gets. I am not. He just took me by surprise with this compliment, that's all. You're such a terrible liar. Can I ask you for a favor, Scott? She winks, obviously. Of course, you've been such a gracious hostess. What can I do? Can you clean up the table and wash the dishes tonight while I prepare Yoonji for your event this evening? I'd hardly call what we're doing an event, but sure. I'd be glad to clean up. What's going on? What do you think you're preparing me for? You are going to spend some one-on-one time alone in your bedroom with our guest. What? I'm not ready for that sort of thing. That's way too sudden, and you're setting it up, Jiang? Here's the part of the misunderstanding where you say, but if it's sex with Scott, I wouldn't mind. Right, if it's sex with Scott, I wouldn't... Hey, stop tricking me! Now it's about the perfect time for you to fulfill another tsundere trope. Who's running this operation here? I think Jiang is, anyway. Dirty as your mind might be, that's not even close to what we're doing. You are thinking of something perverted right now, aren't you? I'm under assault from both sides now. Admit it, pervert. If I don't admit, you must acquit. Okay, no way am I spending any time alone in my bedroom with this creep. It'll be fine, Yunji. I think you've had more martial arts training than him anyway. How did you know I didn't have a part-time job as a dojo floor sweeper? Where the Shifu adopted me as his only child and taught me the ways of Taekwondo leap. Because you live in America, home of slackers who bum on the beach when not sleeping. Everyone knows Americans are fat, lazy bums. Well, fortunately, I am not. I'm going to help you learn English tonight. Him teach me English? But no buts about it. I'll meet you in your room in 5 minutes. Sister, you must learn English to advance in the people's army, and our guest is going to help you. I'd rather have the sex. At least it'll be over in 2 minutes. I mean, I'll take it, but it will not be over in 2 minutes, I promise you, baby. Wow, that was savage. I think I can last a little longer than 2 minutes. Both of you hush and go to Yunji's room and leave the door open. I swear if I hear you complaining, Yunji, you're doing the strip English lessons. If you had told me that was on the table, I'd have offered my services sooner. Ugh, let's just get this over with. With that, she forcibly grabs my hand and drags me to her bedroom. She also defiantly slams the door shut and locks it behind her. Honestly, my sister can be such an instigator. Just to make sure, we are practicing English and not having sex, right? Yes, we are just studying English. Here's the book we work from. She hands me a bright yellow paperback book. On the front, the title reads, How to Sound Like a Dumb American. Well, that's a good sign. Let's check the copyright date. 1987. Great, it's only 3 decades out of date. So I guess that's progress? I sit next to her on the bed and flip open the bookmark page. How about reading this sentence for a start? Hello, everybody. We should go to the discotheque to dance together. That image is almost as awkward as Yunji's pronunciation. I'm not even certain where to begin. I'd like to blame it on the book, but your pronunciation is atrocious. English is so hard. Why do we need to learn it anyway? I'm not sure. Jiyoung said you needed it to advance in the military. I don't want to advance to that position. What position is that? That information is classified. I'm not able to share it with you. Great. Well, don't worry about my paranoia and concentrate on making an S sound like a snake. S instead of sh. Evil bastard Ronald Reagan destroyed Wimpy Walter Mundell in 3 erection. Whoa, what? Uh-oh. Look at that last word. That's not an R, but an L. Japanese reference. You mean an erection? No, no, but yes. The word is election, not erection. They're 2 completely different things. What are they then? An election is when the population of a place votes for the political leaders. So, we do that. The DPRK hold elections? Of course, we elect our representatives to the Supreme People's Assembly. I honestly did not expect that, but how does that even work here? Well, the Supreme People's Assembly has 687 seats, and everyone over 17 can vote. That's pretty impressive. Who runs the elections? Every person who wants to run has to apply to the Democratic Front for the reunification of the fatherland, and they can approve or deny their application to be on the ballot. Then people get to go to an election place to vote. For the one candidate the Democratic Front has to select for office that year. If you don't want to vote for them, you can go to a special booth, windows where you can cross out their name. Somehow, that's how I expected it to work. What party is in power now? The Workers' Party has 607 seats, and they're in an alliance with the Social Democrats, who hold 50 seats. So that's 687 seats. 657 are held by one party essentially. Well, at least you probably don't have so many political ads on TV. Anyway, you never answered my question. What's an erection? Why don't you ask your sister or something? You said you teach me English. Tell me. I really don't think I should. Tell me now. It's like some people have sometimes You can't get one. Why not? It just doesn't work that way. Let's just focus on speaking in English for now. No, I want erection too. This is not the first time I'm seeing this. But it'll never not be funny. 2? Are you being a bad influence, Scott? No, you can't have one. What, Jiyoung, were you spying on us? Absolutely, you two are a riot. If you have enough time to listen in on us, you should have enough time to help her train in English. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Considering Yoonji needs all the help she can get, yes, I would. No, really, it's okay. Let's just stop and go to bed. Nope, not going there. Read the next sentence. There is only one true Korea. We must crunch the occupation. I don't think any American would say such a thing. Our leader is what cooler than the Scott. Worse and worse. I'm not sure how to even begin to correct you. That's what her last teacher said. He didn't last long. I think you really need a speech therapist as well as an intensive training in remedial English before tackling this book of absurdities. Remedial? This book is remedial English book for Korea. The normal English book is much harder. Maybe instead of a book with complete sentences, you should have started with phonics or something more basic. You don't happen to have any of those learning letter leaders around, would you? Learning rainbows. What was it called? Leading rainbow or something? Reading rainbow. I do not know what those are. They're like these cute people made out of letters. They usually have things that start with their letter. Like Mr. A would have an apple or an alligator, or Miss J would have juice and jam. I think we had something like that. They're what you call flashing cards. Let me look at my closet. Yoonji goes to her closet, kneels down and starts rummaging through. She starts tossing out things behind her and into the room, which is when I finally realize it's a huge mess. She has things scattered all over the place. Various plans and charts are covered by food wrappers. Her pellet guns are haphazardly thrown around the room as well. And her clothes, her uniforms on a chair, socks hang all over the place. And I think that's a pair of her panties hanging from the lampshade. I nudge Young and point in that direction. I'm pretty certain that's a fire hazard over there. Sweet Yoonji, you're such a slob. I just cleaned this room. Now it looks like an American HVA rocket hit it, and you've got your dirty underwear hanging from a lamp. And like a scared cat, Yoonji yelps and beelines for the lamp, snatching her underwear. Jiyoung, why are you pointing out my unmentionables to him? Actually, he pointed them out to me. How could you? How could I what? How could you just casually point out your panties? It just rolls off your tongue, doesn't it? Aren't you embarrassed to say that word? Or to see a pair of them out in the open? Have you no shame? Just about everyone wears underwear or panties. I think British called them pants, which causes confusion with us Americans. But it's a dirty word. No, it isn't. Some people feel uncomfortable saying it, but it's not like it's a curse word or anything. I told you so, sister. I don't believe you both. Neither of you have any shame at all. Because of our ability to say the word panties. Okay, stop that. Stop what? Saying panties? Yes, cut that out. Or what? Panties, panties. Panties, panties, panties. Pink panties, purple panties. Striped across your butt panties. We all love panties. What is this fucking game? Why am I yelling about panties? And Jiyoung says I'm a child. Actually, children love saying words they think are dirty, even if they aren't. You should really try it out. Never, and there's nothing you can do to make me. Tell you what, if you say panties in English cleanly just once, we'll stop the lesson for the night. I don't think so. Where's the book? It's gone. While you were arguing, a snipe came and took it. Snipe hunt. Oh no, I'm not falling for that again. Jiyoung hid it somewhere. Yes, and you can have it back if you say panties in English clearly. You're supposed to be the sweet one. Only to Scott. I still get to be your teasing older sister to you. This is so not fair. A wise man once said, life is not fair. There are no wise men, but indulge me. Who said it? Some wise guy, who knows? The point is, life is not fair, and if you want the lesson to end in your book back, you don't have to say panties in English once, clearly. What the fuck are we doing? Panties. Sorry, I couldn't make that out. What was that? Panties. You need to say it louder than that. Panties, 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 panties. Can I go now? Nope, sorry, you haven't said it yet. I just said it 6 times, but not clearly. Your S at the end came out as an SH. I'm afraid he's right, sister. You need to try harder. I hate you both. No, you don't. Now, come on, you can do it. Yuji takes a deep breath and then slowly speaks. Panties. You made E.T. proud, but you did it. Who is E.T. and why would he be proud? Space alien, long neck, big eyes, likes to eat peanut butter candies. Terrible English. Sounds like you, Yuji. Wow! Shut up and give me my book back. Looks like look under the pile of clothes over there. You buried it looking for the flashcards. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Did you find them? Yes, but the lesson is over, so we don't need them. Can I see them anyway? She pulls them out of her pocket and throws them at my forehead. Naturally, I catch the box of cards. Knock yourself out before I do. I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight. Be nice, sister. But anyway, let's look at those flashcards. I pull out the cards. They're cheaply made and fairly worn, but the pictures are accessible. Looks like they were put back in the box in alphabetical order. A is flying an airplane. B is holding a bomb. C has chemical weapons, and D has a dagger. These cards are fairly violent. Flamethrower, grenade, judo, machete, shotgun. Most of these cards are the letter person holding a weapon or fighting. What kind of fucked up deck of flashcards is this? Call me crazy, but I don't think the International Parenthood Association approved the printing of these. Is that the United States after a nuke on the U card? Oopsie, forgot about that one. No wonder we were told not to show these to the outsiders. Yes, it's been so long I had forgotten so as well. You guys really like to indoctrinate your kids to hate us really young, don't you? It's honestly not like that. Not anymore, really. The printed company mysteriously went out of business years after issuing these. No one has stepped to print new ones, so we use what we have. Okay. Silence ensues, and not comfortably. It takes a good 10 minutes before I break it. I think I'm gonna hit the sack. Yes, it is pretty late. I shall hit my sack as well. Let's work on your idioms sometime. Think of where you want to go tomorrow. See you in the morning. Sleep well. I hear them bickering softly as I leave, but I'm too exhausted to strain myself to listen. Tonight was really, really weird. Scary weird. The girls seem nice, but the past few days I get a real sense that I'm not really welcome in this country. I really need to stay on my toes and get through this trip and just get home. I'm really getting sick of that alarm. Seriously, this music violates the Geneva Convention in some way. I'm sure of it. It's been a bit since I've done my morning exercise. Maybe I better do those. Make sure I don't get rusty over here. I can't go outside and run, at least not without one of the ladies, and I don't want to make them up, as I don't think I hear them moving yet. I guess I'll do some push-ups and sit-up stuff for a while. And that's where we'll end the episode for today. Thank you guys for watching. That was fucking long, to be honest. Surprisingly long, but it was definitely fun. I will see you guys in the next episode of Stay, Democratic People's Republic of North Korea. Scott Plumruff may be out. See you guys next time.